Romelu, 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 Romelu. Ah, Romelu Lukaku, guys, out of all players stepping up to the plate. The guy that's been slandered all season, like Nick Knox is saying, now the slander needs to be put on pause. The two guys that beefed, Barella and Lukaku, combining for the goal. Obviously, we weren't worried about that. That was just, them being childish back then. I wasn't worried about that. But Champions League nights are back. How good does it feel? This is football heritage. Inter, these are the nights Inter should be used to. These are the nights I want to be seeing Inter playing in regularly, performing in, winning in. Last time we beat Porto, 2005, I believe. Last time it was Adriano scoring that hat trick last time round, and Adriano said Lukaku is going to score. Maybe he's going to score a hat trick like I did, he said, but obviously couldn't get to score the hat trick. But Lukaku, like Adriano, his idol, stepping up to the play against Porto at home, coming on as a substitute as well. We were all slandering him as a substitute, that he's not good enough as a substitute, but Big Rom, the strong, very, very happy. And Antonio, watching with my students, brother, do a good one for us. Of course, bro, I've got you. And of course, you guys got to tune in to Anthony afterwards on Inter Worldwide. And I'm sure Mo Ali did a fantastic job in the watch along on Inter Worldwide. And thank you, Brian Pawson, who is actually a long time member. So thank you very much for becoming a member once again. I know you are one of the early members from day one when I opened the channel membership. So I appreciate you and I thank you very much for the support. But yes, keep the Lukaku comments coming in now. Let's use this positivity now, guys. We have been so negative with Lukaku. He's overweight. He's not the same Lukaku. This, that, back-to-back goals. Obviously, last game scored a penalty. Today, a winning goal, a crucial goal. And honestly, guys, this goal might be worth his whole fee, his whole loan fee plus his wages. He might have paid. It could be. I mean, it depends what happens in the second. Obviously, we still have the second leg to play, so not sitting on our laurels. But this goal could be worth his 20 million loan wages fee that he's costed us. So, of course, the other ongoing agenda this whole season has been, Inter got Lukaku over Dybala. He's wasted all his money over Dybala, so he has a lot of making up to do. Even Marotta before the game spoke about Lukaku weighing. He said he weighs 103 kilograms. He said, I don't know if he was saying it as a joke or if he was actually being accurate, like he's seen that he weighs 103 kilograms. Which, if it's accurate, he's at least 2 kilograms overweight, because under Conte, from what I remember reading, his weight was 101 kilograms. But he's saying that he's carrying all this weight, and we know it takes him so long to get into shape. But today, guys, he looked in shape. You could see those signs of, not just because of the goal, even before the goal, the impact from Lukaku. This is the real Romelu Lukaku. And yes, Smiley, it's a Rom remontada. This could be the beginning of a Rom remontada. It's a long way to go still. It's a long way to go. He has to convince the ownership, into the directors and the fans, that he deserves this loan deal to be renewed next year from Chelsea. But more performances like this, more goals like this, and we will get that Lukaku propaganda on. Of course. Let's go, Paul. Let me give a shout out to the people out here. I'm going to only be here on for about half an hour, guys. So, yeah, get your comments in right now. Finally, good cameo from Gosens as well. I think all the substitutes were good today. I have to give a shout out to all the substitutes today. They were all good. And yes, Gosens came on good. Brozovic, when he came on, really, really good. I think Brozovic showed as well his calmness and his Brozovic, man. We know who he is, a world-class defensive midfielder. Forza Inter, Forza Shams, Forza Imo, Forza Inter Worldwide, of course. Thank you, Joseph. And yes, we have here the guy who I was talking about. Let me bring him in a moment, let him set up. Back supporting after the glitch. So happy for Romelu. Yes, Brian, thank you very much. Appreciate you much. Tommy, Lukaku was so good today. Excellent. All the things we know him for. He was like a backboard up there. Yeah, touch was on, shoulder, feet, whatever it was, heading, it was on. He was on point today, Lukaku. He was on point. And yeah, Haida, that's exactly what I was saying. Aside from the goal, he was fantastic. But let me bring Mo Ali in, who I'm sure I'm gonna have to go back and watch his reaction when Romelu Lukaku scored. Give us a quick rerun of the reaction when Lukaku scored, brother.
Romelu Lukaku, absolutely brilliant. The cross from Barella to Big Rom comes clutch to Inter 1, Porto 0. This is my guy. Big Rom is in the house. That means we win. Absolutely. Listen, Sharma, listen. I'm not happy with 1-0. However, I'm content. I'm content with 1-0.
Yeah.
I'm greedy. As Brian says, I'm greedy. I wanted 2 goals before Portugal. Yes, absolutely. But again, Inzaghi a little bit late in the substitutions. Oh my God.
Yeah, he was as usual.
Mkhitaryan and Dzeko needed to come off at halftime. He need to trust the bench even more, to be honest.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I think even though they were late, I think all the substitutes made a big impact today. Lukaku, Gosens as well, Brozovic. Or maybe Dumfries, maybe not so much.
Bumfries, the new name is Bumfries.
Bumfries, Brick Freeze, Dumfries. He's got plenty of names. But let's save the slander for today. Let's keep the positivity going, bro. How long have you got, by the way? I know you have to go on the Grizz stream.
I got like 20, 25 minutes. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. That's how long I'm staying for anyway, then. So that's fine. Oh my god. And yeah, but what in the heat of the moment, what's your thought in the heat of the moment right now about the loan deal for Lukaku?
Not enough yet. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
you know
good,
what I
good.
mean? Enough. Unless they give us Lukaku for 30 million, I'll take it.
Well, we don't have 30 million to buy Lukaku, man. We don't even have that.
If we can if we're gonna sell somebody, But anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, bro, give me your thoughts on the match, man. Like 1-0, gritty performance. Porto made it difficult, as we expected. Conceição, very, very organized team. They made life very difficult for us. They tried to make it
empty, man.
a little bit feisty. No,
I disagree with you. They're empty. Conceição set up the team. Conceição set up the team really well. The problem is I think it's us who actually, every time we did that diagonal switch, we had a lot of space.
Oh yeah, they were so narrow. They were so narrow.
Exactly. I think our players didn't do. I'm not sure if it was because it looked like Inzaghi had a plan, which is come out of the press and go diagonal to Bastoni or Skriniar with space, like we did, I think, 2 games ago. But it did. I thought the players were scared to play that ball. But otherwise, I think they're empty. Their front line is so weak today. We were able to hold them on 2-on-2 at Sherby, and Skriniar were able to hold Taremi and this guy Pepe all the time 2-on-2. You don't think so? Like, I thought that guy Taremi is way better than this. His touch wasn't great.
No, but that's why, like we talked about it, they had the injury issues, and they forced a lot of these guys to play. Like in the preview with the guys that got on from the Longbow Football podcast, they said that this guy Conceição sometimes does these mind games, and 3 of those guys, Uribe, Otavio, and Galeno, they were all big doubts, and clearly you saw Galeno had to be taken off after like 50 minutes, so he clearly was forced to play. Otavio got sent off. Uribe was decent, but yeah, they don't have much quality in that team. When they sold Luis Diaz, like they never really replaced him properly, like those guys were saying as well. But from what they have, Mo, the team they did make
it's all right. I thought listen, they're coming from 9-game winning streak, so I thought I would see a better team. That's what I thought. And also, we are not at the greatest moment of our life. Like, our team barely scores 1 or 2 every game, so they know. And also, we didn't play Romelu Lukaku.
No.
And I thought that Onana had every right to yell at Dzeko because there was no space. Sometimes there was no space other than playing long. And every time we played it long, we lost it. And I think he was yelling for this. He's like, you're not running the channel correct. You're not running the channel correct. That's what I thought. Because, like when I play football and a team presses you, Your only chance is to run the channels, and they didn't. Dzeko
The
today was
the
completely
way
off.
Hakan has to, like, like he's a little kid. Yes, that's so funny.
But look how big Onana is, man. Like, oh
Yeah,
my
he's a
God.
big boy. And once, well, by the way, Mo, let's give a shout out to Andre Onana. Like, what? Like, you're
Double
saying, like,
save.
but
Double save.
Porto until like the 70th minute, they had the better chances than us, Mo. They
They had
apart from
2 chances.
Lautaro being Lautaro in terms of actually connecting with their shots, they had better shots than us.
So today, let me pick your brain up on one thing. Today, I was doing the watch along, and people kept saying we need to take our chances, and I was kept saying we don't have enough chances because we pick the wrong pass in the final third all the time. We get in really decent positions, but we put in the wrong cross, the wrong pass across the 18. Okay, don't get me started.
No,
on
we had
this because
chances, bro. Today, Lautaro. I'm surprised you're not ready to flame Lautaro as you usually are, because this guy today, that was a Lautaro performance today. Today, I think he did everything else that you like, that in terms of I like as well. The touch was there, the control, and everything was there. But as soon as he got into shooting positions,
can you remind me the chances other than this one and actually the chance that okay, so the first half we had 3 chances.
But this is a very good chance, Mo.
It's
Back
a clear-cut
post,
chance. It's a clear-cut chance. But again, it's okay. So this one is actually.
This one, no, this is
I
far
wouldn't
away.
say it's a chance because this is like this is like, to be honest, an invention from Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and also the Bastoni one. This one, okay. So go back. This one, I yelled so loud in front of the camera because I thought, really, Edin Dzeko, you're a professional player that makes that much money and you're scared to put your foot when the ball is really on the money in front of you. And it looks like the goalkeeper was scared. And he was, Dzeko, just put your foot in the ball. It would have been the back of the net. Dzeko, to be honest, I can't slander Lautaro today because, as you said, he did everything else wrong apart from that chance, which is all the strikers miss chances, right? But he did the other parts not bad. He had a couple of missed passes. But Dzeko today was absolutely atrocious.
But Lautaro was like, it was one of those days where you just knew, every time.
This one, Dzeko got a touch, I think. I thought.
I don't think so, man.
I think this one was coming so fast at him. And I'm like, because I saw the replay, it was coming so fast at him. But anyway, you want me to slander Lautaro? I don't know. Maybe I saw something else.
I'm just surprised that you haven't, because
I saw something else. I saw he was trying. He was trying. He was pressing. He was pressing by himself. Dzeko wasn't pressing.
But I know. But in the end, we're talking about the chances. Like you said, we didn't have enough chances. I think these are like decent chances for Lautaro. Dzeko just seems like it was like we talked about it. Even you can see the last few games. He looks like the Dzeko from the second half of last season. Like the juice. He hasn't got much juice left in his legs, but whatever juice he has is gone right now. So this is on Inzaghi kind of, starting him. We're not seeing this maybe in training or like he just looks like he needs like at least 1 or 2 games off right now, Dzeko.
I know this cannot happen, but after 15 minutes, I saw that sometimes you need to be brave. It looked like Porto gave us a lot of chances to go long.
Yeah,
I know that it's very hard to make a sub after 15, 20, 30 minutes because a big player like Dzeko, but at least should have taken him at half time. But Dzeko today was non-existent in the long balls, really non-existent.
Yeah.
And sometimes you really look at the second half. Lukaku got in about 3-4 times. We played long balls. He collected them between 2 defenders. So why we're not doing this? But anyway, long story short, one of the things that today, I want to give a shout out, but people will forget. Acerbi today was absolutely immense in defense. Immense.
Yeah.
Like he gave, guys, remember this guy Taremi had, I think, 15 GA in the Portuguese league. He didn't get a sniff, right?
Yeah.
That
and
chance that they got in
the Champions League as well, I think.
Yeah, that chance that they got in the second half, that was a mistake from DeMarco because he anticipated wrong. One thing, why did we sub DeMarco? Can you explain to me? Can you explain?
You know why, bro? It's the yellow card. Inzaghi, man. As soon as you get a yellow card, it's a ticking time bomb. You've got your time on the pitch is limited as soon as that happens. But I think he wasn't great defensively today, DeMarco. He was a little bit.
But he was the outlet going forward, and we were not defending. This is a home.
Yeah. But then at the same time, Gosens did have a good impact. But I didn't feel like we missed DiMarco afterwards.
I thought that we had so many chances to cross when they went to down to 10 men in the last 10 minutes, but because we don't have DiMarco and we couldn't cross. And Gosens' first touch went somewhere and never came back for some reason.
But DiMarco usually as well, he does gas out quite quickly. Like he doesn't.
Okay, maybe that's
He doesn't last in the 90 minutes. He's just like physically, he doesn't have those up and down for 90 minutes.
Footmob has the lineup wrong, has Bastoni in the middle. Like, this is like naive.
Not good. Actually, we're gonna.
How about Barella? Why is Barella rating so bad?
Oh, he wasn't good today, bro. Apart from the cross, I was disappointed with Barella as well. I think like individually, our big players today, apart from like Onana and our defenders, I don't think they stepped up too much in terms of the starters anyway. Let's see. Sofa score similar. Hakan was really good as usual.
But you see now why I'm like screaming that Brozovic. People don't see that. People who don't play football don't see that. When you have a register like Brozovic, it pins the other team back because they know they can't get the ball.
Yeah, look at that. 96% passing as soon as he came on. 1 key pass, 3 out of 4 long balls. Like,
all I can tell you is that I think Brozovic passed as much as Barella who played 90 minutes.
Yeah, we can check.
No, I'm right here in front of me. Barella passed 27 passes and Brozovic passed 27 passes, I guess.
There you go. That's what I mean. Today, Barella was, a bit of up and down.
But again, Barella, you think about Barella, there's a reason why I like Barella. Sometimes he disrupts the play, but he's so clutch sometimes. Like, it just, you know, sometimes you'll get these players that like Barella, they're explosive at some moments, but then sometimes they just don't, like, he kept losing the ball. Like, he was juggling inside the 18 for no reason, and then he lost the ball. Yes, I get all of this.
Frustrating sometimes on both ends.
But the cross, listen, we had DiMarco trying to cross, we had Darmian trying to cross, we had Hakan trying to cross. But when Barella crossed, it was right on the money. It was like perfect on Lukaku's head.
Yeah. No,
and that's what you get from someone like Barella. Like, not a lot of players in our team can do that. He has so many assists this year. Like
he's like our De Bruyne sometimes in that little half space.
Yeah, and I would take it. I would take both halves. The thing about it, that I don't think I've watched a game at 90 minutes where Barella was bad for 90 minutes. He goes on patches.
Yeah.
That's
what I mean in terms of frustrating. He's just not like full 80, 90 minutes, like, consistent. He's like,
but he would never give you a terrible 90 minutes. He would never give you a terrible 90 minutes. Like like Mkhitaryan today. Oh my God, 20 minutes in and I saw this guy. Okay, get him out. Get him out.
Mkhitaryan today was frustrating. And I think, he shouldn't be playing this many games in a row. Like, keep starting him every single game. But anyway, Mo, before we continue, because we're not going to be on for too long, let me give a shout out. There's 145 people here. Please hit that like button down there for me and my brother Mo. And let me, look at that, zooming in to the thumb. You know what to do. That's what you have to click. Eduardo, thank you very much for the donation. Always appreciated, my brother. He says, bad game from Barella and Dzeko, but a win is a win. I agree. And there's another new channel member, Sanjar, who came onto the channel a few episodes ago. He's from New York, but I think he's like got a very varied background. But yeah, shouts out to you, Sanjay. Appreciate the support very, very much. But yeah, continue, Mo. Continue.
No. I just also wanted to say that Inzaghi didn't manage the game very well. No, you disagree with me?
No, sorry, I was laughing at the comment. I wasn't.
Laufarto.
Yeah.
To be honest, he didn't manage the game very well. I thought it was too late in the substitutions.
Yeah.
He didn't read the game well at halftime. But again, it's some of the players are really made for big occasions, which is the likes of Onana, the likes of Acerbi winning the Euros. And I'm going to keep saying Romelu Lukaku. You guys don't understand. Is this the first time you saw Toro pressing alone? He does that every single game. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't see Lautaro pressing, but today he was really not getting frustrated.
Mm.
Normally, Lautaro press 1, 2 times and then he gets first. Today, he was pressing all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna slander Lautaro today. I'm not gonna slander
Yeah,
Lautaro
no.
today
I was the one that asked Mo if why is he not slandering?
because I
Mo
saw
is not
everything
slandering.
else was good. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
to be honest, that pass from Mkhitaryan when Lautaro was breaking into the defense, and I
Mm.
screamed with everything, said, Mkhitaryan, you know when you play Sunday League and a
Yeah,
new player comes in and he passes the ball long to the slowest player on the pitch. Mkhitaryan, you train with this guy every day. We
yeah.
have 2-on-2. Why you're passing it to him between two of their fastest players, Mercano and Zaido?
Mm.
You don't know Lautaro? Is that the first time you see Lautaro? Is that a Sunday League?
I have the picture for that. Don't worry. Let me find it. That was very, very frustrating. It was this one, and you got Barella screaming at him. You got Lautaro like saying like I didn't want the ball. He even had Lukaku as an option on the left as well. He had
It was
three
weird.
options.
It was a weird, like literally, because I have sometimes add players before mid-season before I see them, and then the
Yeah.
player plays long, and but our forward at that time is the big guy that is slow a little bit. I'm like, okay, I give him the excuse. You don't know the player's
Mm.
abilities, right? But you freaking played with Lautaro the whole year. You know he's slow. It's not
Yeah.
Lukaku. But anyway, let's talk about Big Rom.
Big Rom.
Big Rom today.
Mm.
Big Rom today. Every time, I know that he tried to dribble himself the first 2 times, but after this, every time he touched the ball, like him sitting Barella with the chest was something that I
Oh, that was
missed.
beautiful.
I
Yeah.
missed. Long sit Barella, and Barella had it again. Barella, I didn't like at that. I wasn't so upset about Barella because any player at that position would
Oh
take
yeah,
the
he would shoot.
shot,
Yeah.
right? But that ball, that long ball out of the press to Lukaku's chest, knowing that he will put it down to
Yeah.
somebody, is something that we missed. A new member, of course. Guys, you guys are absolutely 164 people here. We need the likes to go up, and absolutely amazing support. We
Yeah.
get exposed on the counter attacks. It didn't happen the first half, but we pushed everybody forward. Remember, the second half, we really
Yeah.
wanted the goal.
There's
So
a
you're
couple of times
expecting.
Bastoni lost the ball up high, and then we saw it against Udinese. We didn't get punished because it was Isaac's success not good enough, and then this time, yeah, Taremi and his boys not good enough to really punish us. But yeah, this is what happens. We commit a lot of man forward, don't we, Mo? When we attack, we don't have the guy that can take on players, so we have to commit many man forward, and if you lose the ball, that can happen. But I agree, Tariq, it can be worrying. If Porto had a bit more quality, they could have punished us. And Language Tours, another new channel member. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, more member only content is coming as I am starting to make more and more of that. So appreciate you guys. Mkhitaryan should never start when Barella, Hakan, Brozo are fit. Yeah, I agree. Mkhitaryan, I think that was his role. Mkhitaryan came as the rotational option. He's the Vidal, isn't he? Mkhitaryan, like obviously a lot more available and much more contributing than Vidal was for us, but he's the backup to the three in my eyes.
We have 3 easy games until the next game. We have
Yeah, so we
Bologna,
have
Lecce, and Spezia. Okay, on
easy.
paper,
Yeah, yeah,
no, you're not playing Atalanta, you're not playing Lazio, you're not playing Milan, you're not even playing Fiorentina.
yeah,
So for me, we should get enough players to rest before the game. We have Juventus after Porto, but I'm gonna worry about Juventus later. But again, this is the game. We're gonna
yeah.
get Champions League football. It doesn't matter. The league
Yeah.
doesn't. We're not catching Napoli. So
No.
who cares?
Full
It's
focus,
right
top
here
four, and UCL.
because money is on the line. You get to the quarterfinal, it's anybody's game. Look at Villarreal last year. He knocked out Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Look at Villarreal. It's anybody's game. And we have the quality. But anyway, I want to get your opinion on one thing. Skriniar today,
Mm-hmm.
was he as good? Was he the old Skriniar today?
To be honest, no. Like there was a couple of moments like where he had a sloppy headers or little sloppy touches. But maybe do you know what it is now, Mo? Is like now that we know what's happening, we look at him differently, maybe like a different microscope now, where before we would have maybe ignored some of his things. Now we don't. But yeah, out of the back three, I would probably say he was the least or he was probably the worst, but not like bad, but he was the worst out of Acerbi and Bastoni, who were absolutely top dog. Yeah, what do you think about Spee?
I thought he was just okay today. He didn't
Yeah.
step like I thought he would be better today, especially going forward.
Oh yeah, he
But
didn't make a good block on the first shot.
yeah, yeah,
The
that the first
yeah,
one, yeah, yeah, yeah. That maybe that's clutch. That's why you have someone like Skriniar.
yeah.
But again, Inter today we weren't great,
Mm.
but that's the Inter I want. I want to win 1-0 at home when we're not great.
Oh yes, I love the clean sheet today, Mo. I love the clean
Yeah,
sheet today. It's important. It's important because we've been struggling defensively all year, and it is really, really important to get these little clean sheets.
yeah. But anyway,
Even
I'm
though,
gonna have to go and let you
yeah,
celebrate with the rest of the people. 170 people here. So guys, 1-0 Inter, and I think it's in our hands now. It's
yeah,
I think we can go and win there or draw. It's not as hard. The
yeah.
Dragao is not. This is not Anfield. We even though we won
Well,
at
oh,
Anfield.
Anfield is an Anfield.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and let you
Yeah,
do with the fans. So thank you everybody for being here with us. Appreciate you guys.
thank you.
See you.
Make sure you check out Inter Worldwide and Mo. Ciao, Mo. Thank you.
Ciao.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We're only going to be on for a few more minutes, guys. So leave your thumbs up right now and your comments right now. And yeah, let's continue. Just finish up. And we'll get our man of the match as well. Let's get our man of the match in. Vote for your man of the match. I know that the official man of the match, as Mr. Hakan FC has said, was given by UEFA to Hakan. So congrats to Hakan. I'm sure we're going to find that picture, and I'm sure Ahmad is going to be retweeting that all over my Twitter. Hakan FC is winning. But you guys, I want to know your thoughts who the man of the match was. I don't think, in my mind, it's not particularly clear. So I'm willing to be, my mind can be changed by you guys. Tariq, very, very generous of you. Another donation. Thank you very much, brother. What do you make of DiMarco's performance tonight? I love the guy, but to me, he's a one-trick pony. Felt Gosens brought more. Yeah, that's what I was saying to Mo. Mo was kind of annoyed that DiMarco was subbed off at the 59th minute whenever he was subbed off. Whereas I thought today he was a little bit the weak link at the back. You know, João Mario, their right back, a couple of times had the better of him. But obviously his left foot is always whipping in great crosses. That first Lautaro chance came from his left foot. But yeah, you can see today 3 completed crosses out of 7, 5 out of 5 long balls. Decent performance. 7.1 is a bit too much for me. 6.9 here from Mob. Yeah, and this yellow card was quite silly. I think Brian Pawson said the same thing earlier. Silly yellow card as well, which I hope doesn't come back to get him suspended later on in the tournament if we do progress. But yeah, Gosens, I think today finally seeing some signs of life and like someone that can actually challenge DiMarco in that position. We have some Italians in the house. Partite facili non ci sono. Non dimenticare che abbiamo perso punti con Monza, Empoli e Samp. Exactly. There's no easy games, as Paolo says. What we're all saying about Lecce. I do disagree with Mo about. They're obviously on paper they're easy games, but Bologna away. Let's not even talk about Radu Gate from last year. Lecce have been big team killers. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy whatsoever. We can hit them on the counter. Yeah, in the second leg, we definitely can. Although they're not a team, from what I've seen, they don't really commit too many men forward, even if they have to score. You've seen today, they are very organized. They want to be on the counter attack. But maybe if we invite them a little bit forward at the Dragao Stadium in Porto, we can punish them on the counter attack. But we have to be better. We have to make better decisions, not what Mkhitaryan and the guys were doing out there today. Okay, so man of the match, everyone is voting for Hakan. Hey, yeah, let's give a shout out. Let me get, because I have the screenshot for Onana's save, because this was unreal, guys. Unreal. Because these are the moments that keep you in a game. And I think this is the moment I was thinking about it when Onana made this double, triple save. This is potentially the moment that won into the game, and maybe the whole tie could be decided in this moment here. Triple save. There was an offside call, so I don't know which point the Porto player was offside, but Onana really, really stepped up. And there was one he made in the first half. There was one he made earlier. This was an easy one from Taremi. It was like just going to the side, but there was another one. Yeah, this one here. Again, it wasn't particularly difficult. It was like kind of between his legs, but you've seen this go between goalkeepers' legs in the past. But he saved it, and then luckily, they missed the rebound as well. But at the same time, their goalkeeper made a massive, massive save here as well. Bastoni, header, and the Diogo Costa. We talked about him in the pre-match. Great talent, up-and-coming goalkeeper. So both keepers really, really stepped up and made a difference on the score line today. And shouts out to Ludi Scores. Thank you very much, brother, for becoming another new channel member. I'm appreciating the love and support on the stream today. That's what we want. And now let's go for our man of the match. So it looks like, from the comments, as I said, it looks like Hakan is winning. We are seeing a lot of love for Onana. We are seeing a lot of love for Onana as well. So I might have to give it to Onana, to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of love for Onana. It seems quite even, but slightly edging towards Onana. So I'm gonna give it to. I mean, Lukaku deserves a shout out. Yeah, a couple of shouts out. Only Brian and Marcello here. Not many other, or Anthony here also gives a shout out to Lukaku. He did change the game. Lukaku, after coming on. Let's have a look at his stats actually quickly. 32 minutes played, obviously a goal, 6 out of 8 accurate passes, 2 chances created. He created chances. He had 3 shots. Today the ball was kind of gravitating towards him. He missed the first initial header when he hit the post. He had a great impact. I think you could also give Lukaku a shout out, but I want to give it to Onana, man. I don't know if he's had a man of the match performance since he's come to Inter. He had his little moment with Dzeko, of course, but I think Onana, when we look back, this performance we're gonna say Onana really kept us in the game. Yeah. But also, I think Hakan's got his VA from man of the match, so he's winning, he's feasting anyway, Hakan. But yeah, he was really, really good, Hakan, today, both in the Regista and then also when after Brozovic came on, when he moved into his usual left centre mid position. And Ludi Scores with a donation as well. Thank you very much. Well, what currency is that? Try. With Brozo back, hopefully Lukaku keeping this up. I'm looking forward to having Dzeko and Mkhitaryan benched. Yeah, I mean, that's, in theory, that's our starting players on there, Brozovic and Lukaku. So really, really hope this is Lukaku returning to form. Onanismo, yes, Indro. Nico says, let's try to grind out the next few games and be firing. Yeah, exactly, as we said. Focus is on UCL now. I want Inzaghi to be making the rotations, thinking about the second leg in March in Porto. And obviously still trying to get those wins in Serie A, because that's still important, that we knew that. Yeah, Onana was a bit rusty in the first half. Good point, Eminem. But not as bad as, Alisson was yesterday or Courtois was yesterday. So just little couple of little mistakes he made on the ball, but it can happen. It was a big, this guy has not had played a big Champions League game in a while, this boy, after his ban. And I definitely want to show this before we leave. Otavio, this little shit, was being a nuisance the whole game. He was firing up. He was, being a little C word. Got a yellow card. Got Di Marco yellow carded as well, and then got sent off in the second half. So yeah, we won't be seeing him in the second leg. And he was one of those players that was rushed into this game. He was injured out, so clearly he was rushed back. And yeah, I was happy to see him leave the pitch, and that probably also changed the game as well. This moment for sure, 100%. And then I want to finish today. Eurochance, great comment, because our fans were, as usual, as always, the man of the match. What a beautiful choreography, as always, from our from our Curva Nord, and the whole, stadium vibes and everything is. We're just the best fans in the world, guys. We're just the best fans in the world. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. If you were there, if you were lucky enough to be there, I envy you. Beautiful Champions League night. It was amazing. And if you don't know what that means, it's the writing amore è un faro fisso che sovrasta la tempesta. So it's like love is a beacon that rises above the storm. So quite poetic, Inter, Inter fans like to call the Curva Nord, jobless thugs or whatever. But they got some poets, they got some people with some culture in there. Otavio's hairline's Western Barella's, his hairline is going real fast. I don't want to end it on this one, but Lautaro there again, just missing the chance. That was created by Lukaku as well, by the way. But let me finish it, as I said, on a positive note rather than that. Thank you, everyone that tuned in. 35 minutes. Apologies for not going longer. But it's we'll talk about this game in more live streams in the coming days for sure. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to all the new channel members and all the donations. And even if you haven't, everyone that commented and thumbs up, I hope you did thumbs up before you go. Please thumbs up. And Kirby, of course, a Discord goat as well. Thank you very much for keeping those streams going in there. And beautiful, man. Champions League nights, there's nothing like it. And we'll see you on the next one. Porto versus Inter away. Hopefully we get the job done and progress to the next round. First time in 12, 13 years that we will do it. So thank you everyone that came through. Appreciate you all. Ciao ragazzi. Forza Inter. Sempre.